Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another video. Today I am going to be showing you guys how to use your plaster of Paris molds with some metal. And in this video I will be using some of the pewter which I have pre-made and pre-used from other experiences and metal melting stuff. So pretty much I'm just going to be jumping right into it. And if you watched my last video, how to make plaster of Paris molds, I'm going to be using those and melting down some pewter into that. So I already made a couple ingots out of pewter, and I had this little slab of pewter left, and this is what I'm going to be melting down. So I'm just going to toss that into our little smeltery, pop on my gloves, and that's really all I have to do. And I just have to give that some time to melt down like usual. You do always want to give it a quick little blast with your blowtorch. That is just a very easy way to heat up the rings on the inside of an electric one, which is what I have. So, guys, I will be making 2 pours in 2 different molds. My first mold is going to be a mini rifle, and my second mold will be a mini cross. So the cross is very in-depth. It has Jesus hanging on a cross with a figure of God over him and then a dove above that. I don't really know why they put the dove in there, but yeah, you never know. So pretty much, it's very easy. I'm just going to set my molds up now, because when you're doing this, there will be a little bit of metal spilled. And with my first mold, I'm just going to go ahead and do this now, because I really don't have to wait for anything. I had little bits of pewter left over, little tiny chunks, and you don't even have to melt this stuff down first. No joke, all you have to do is just lay them out in something that is extremely skinny, like this mold, and when you do so, just lay them out in there and try to cover the entire thing, and then give it a quick little blowtorch, and it will cover itself and fill everywhere. So, also, you do want to set this on top of something. So I will be setting this on top of my ingot pan, or my ingot tray, or whatever the heck you want to call it. And all I'm doing is, I'm just going to give it a quick little blowtorch, but I want to give you guys a better view of this, how it's happening. So, pretty much that's what it looks like. I'm going to try to set this up a little bit better so that way you can get a better view, but here we go. So it's right in there, and got my blowtorch on, and here we go. So you just gotta blowtorch it up. You can do this with all of your stuff as long as you so I just did that because when you do something like that, you want to have a base layer, and that is all that is. It's just a little base layer, and if you want to, you can just sort of tap that down and spread it out and around in there. That's just a very small, skinny base layer that you want to have in there. So now I'm just using a little piece of wood here to sort of tap this around and spread it. So that's really all you need to do, is just sort of tap it around. This first copy does not have to be anything near perfect. because it is just your first copy. You are going to be making 2 or 3 copies just like that. If you don't know what I mean, I will be explaining this in a minute. So pretty much when you're doing this, you can do it once, but it's not going to be as good. But you want to get a nice little metal, a nice metal in there, nice molten metal. And once you get that, alright, so this is ready to pour, so I'm just going to pour a little bit of it on there. And I'm just going to try to cover the entire thing. So I did cover almost all of it, and that is what you would want. You want to cover almost all of it. So once you have almost all of that covered, you're just going to want to sort of scoot it out of the way, because there is going to be a little puddle of whatever kind of metal you are using in the bottom. So now if you really just touch that little puddle, it should almost just harden immediately. So now you just need to give this time to harden. It looks like that, which does not look good at all. I know it is not supposed to, but really once that there gets completely hardened, then you tap it out. And that's really all you need to do. You can either resand it or remelt it. I will be remelting it and showing you guys how to do that. So this ingot, the stuff that's spilled out, I will be using for the other, for my other mold. So that is what I'm going to be using. Just going to try to spoon this stuff out onto there. There we go. Just knock that stuff out into there. Want to try to get some of the stuff that is stuck on the lens off of there. And it's off already. You just give it a little tiny blowtorch and it will melt the stuff that is on the hook area where you pour it right off. So you will be all ready. So now I'm just going to sort of wiggle this all up to one of the actual up over one of the bars on the inside. So now I'm going to pour my second mold, and we are ready to go. So here we go. There we go. That worked really well. There's a little bit left in my pan, so just shake that out onto there. And that is really all you have to do to start. That is all you need to do. There isn't really a whole lot left that you can do for your molds. Now you just need to let them cool. You can put them in some water, but I choose not to, because sometimes it crystallizes weird and there could be little air bubbles. I am wearing my safety glasses and, as you saw before, my gloves. So now I'm just going to wait for these to cool and get back to you. Okay guys, I just finished, it just cooled, and I knocked it out, and it came out extremely well. This here is what it looks like, the rifle. On one side, on the back side, it doesn't look as good, but what you can do with the back side is you just have to sand it, and it comes out extremely well. That's what I did. I just sanded down my back side. And on the front, I left it to look like that because I think it looks pretty vintagey. There are a couple little dark spots on there, as you can see right there. And there is one more up top by the barrel, like right there. And what you can do with those is just sand those little spots off with a hand sander. It works best. And a little screwdriver. You see how there are little chunks, like by the handle. There are chunks that should not exactly be there. All you have to do is knock them off with a little chisel or a screwdriver, flathead screwdriver, whatever the heck you think will work. So that's really all you have to do, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment for more. Peace.